Y'all, good morning, good morning. Y'all, this is your coach, Tonetta. I want to say welcome to this video this morning. I hope that y'all are doing well. This is the Chronicles. This morning, I'm talking about, of course, black families, the black woman, her influence that she has in the family, and when it comes to using the kids, not the kids, but I guess when it comes to the relationships, I guess I put it that way. So of course, make sure that you all are sharing this out with somebody that you may know that may need to hear this. And I guess the specifics I'm talking about in this video, we'll be talking about, because me being a social worker, I've been a social worker over 20 plus years. And I've seen a lot of times, I cannot say, I'm not speaking on the men this morning at all, I'm not speaking on the women, how the women have, not all the women, but I have seen, some women use their kids and their relationship, their partners as pawns in order to get what they want. And to, of course, make people's lives miserable, either intentionally or unintentionally. I guess I put it that way as well. Like I said, the reason why I'm talking about this morning, oh, Lord. Okay, y'all, I am driving. But like I said, the reason why I'm talking about this morning is that, like I said yesterday in the video yesterday, I'm moving towards, I guess, more to talk about, of course, bringing the black communities and black families back together. And this is something that has bothered me since I was able to even recognize what was going on within the black household. I guess I put it that way. Because I've known many of folks, mainly women, a lot of women who, like I said, have either used their kids as pawns to, of course, get these guys for money, or get them for whatever the hell they're trying to get them for, or to get them to get back with them, or whatever the case may be. It wasn't every single person I knew, no, but there was some, of course, that had broke up their families that way. And then there were some that, of course, may have broken up, or whatever the case may be, but still trying to use their partner, use and abuse their partner, turning the kids against them, all types of things. And this is something that definitely hurts our black communities, ladies. Like I said, I speak to my ladies on this one. This is definitely something that hurts our communities, whether you realize that or not. And I'm sure you realize it, because you're adults. You all know what you're doing. Like I said, I know this is not for all women, but this is for some of those women out there. Especially, I'm talking to especially my black women who would turn the families apart like that. Like I said, I'm here to, of course, inspire you to think bigger and to become who you are. That is not becoming anything. Like I said, I've seen many a times, it just hurts me, and it really does, to see, like I said, being a social worker for 20 plus years, a life coach for a few years now as well, just seeing these families ripped apart for no reason. I have seen families ripped apart because the mother still wants to be with the father, or whoever the baby daddies, whatever the hell you want to call them, and he didn't want to be with her anymore. He had moved on. But she was unable to move on. So then in turn, she take the kids, tell the kids how horrible of a father he was, and turn the kid against the father. I've seen that so many goddamn times. It makes me sick. And like I said, I know it doesn't just happen to black families. I'm sure it happens to other families as well. But I can't speak on that. All I can speak on is what I've seen with the black families I've seen. You all, if you know somebody that may be going through this, especially if it's a guy that's going through this, you can tag him in this video too. If you know any women that's, of course, doing this, I guess I put it that way, you can definitely tag her too. Because like I said, at some point, we're never going to heal as a people until you're never going to heal as a household and a person and as a family until these truths are, of course, spoken about within that household. And until you admit it to yourself, this is what you're doing to destroy your family. I have seen all types of crazy stuff. Women, like I said, I'm speaking to my women this morning, because I know these are things that women can, of course, control. I talked about yesterday in that video how women, specifically black women inside of our households, we have the most influence. But when it comes to taking care of the kids, when it comes to, of course, bill paying, when it comes to how healthy and how unhealthy that family eats, when it comes to fitness and exercise, all those types of things. When it comes to even the happiness of the folks inside that household, it all comes down to that. What kind of relationships folks have in that household. It all comes down to us ladies. Us women, I guess I put it that way. And if you don't know that, I'm telling you that right now, that it all comes down to you. Whatever y'all purchase within the household, the woman has the most influence on that. Now, I'm not saying men that y'all don't have any kind of influence, but women have a lot of influence when it comes to stuff like that inside the household. At least 85% of the time. And the world knows that. I know that. And I'm telling y'all women, y'all should know that as well. When it all comes down to you, you have to be the one to stop hurting the family. You may be doing it unintentionally, and some of you, I'm sure, are doing it on purpose intentionally as well. Because I've seen that. I've talked to women who laughs at the stuff. How they taking this guy for child support, how they doing all these things and not letting him see his kid. And even though he's begging and pleading and trying to go to court and get visitation rights, she's refusing to give it to him because he don't want to be with her and fuck her every day. I've seen that shit happen right in front of my face many a times. And it's just sad, y'all. You're tearing your family apart, excuse me, for no reason. Telling your kids how the daddy ain't shit. Now, I granted, there are some fathers, I'm pretty sure, I've met them too, who ain't shit, who are grown-ass boys, but I'm not talking about that right now. I'm talking about the women, because you have the most influence in that household. You have the most influence of what gets done and what doesn't get done, and how it gets done, and when it gets done. Now, I understand that you may be hurt or whichever the case may be because this man left you or whatever the situation was that went down. And even in some of the cases I've seen, the women do a whole bunch of shit to these men, cheating on them and all kind of stuff, and still expect for this man to, of course, be at their beck and call and using and abusing these men for no reason. Just because the person don't want to be with them anymore. Or just because they don't want to give the father so many rights and so many visitation privileges, so they won't lose their income that they got coming in from the father, from child support and other sources, I guess, in order to take care of these kids. I've seen that as well. It all goes hand in hand. And we got to stop this shit, y'all, seriously. The family unit will not start healing until that woman inside the household starts to heal first. You may not understand that, may not know that, but I'm telling you that right now. The household will start to heal when that woman starts to heal. When she kicks the process off. And I'm tired of seeing, like I said before, families ripped and torn apart because of unhealed people, traumas and dramas. When there's help out there, like I'm one that's assisting, trying to help in that situation as well. But you have got to help yourself in this situation too. Unless you don't care about the healings, I'm sure some folks don't. I'm sure that because I've talked to some of y'all. I'm sure some of y'all don't. But for those who do, and for those who know they want to, of course, get help in this area, like I said, you can always DM me and see how we can work together, y'all. And if you know another coach you want to work with, then work with that person. I don't care who in the hell you work with, whether it's a class or whatever you do, as long as you get the help that you need. The household will not heal until you heal, ladies. Like I said, I definitely want to bring this out in this Car Chronicles this morning because I'm tired of seeing these situations go down like this. We got kids who are in these kind of situations, not knowing, believing what the mom says, and the mom is right, and this and that is going on, while she's dogging the hell out this father because the father don't want to be with her, or she don't want to lose the income that he's paying her. It only comes down to those two things, or both. Usually it's both, actually. And we have kids in the middle of this bull crap, who some may not realize or understand what's going on at this time. At some point, I'm sure that they will. They'll probably be pissed off adults, upset, have this as another trauma up under their belt because they can't get past whatever the hell is going on, what their mother has lied to them about. I've seen that happen many a times. And it's just sad, y'all. We have got to stop that. Like I said, the household will not heal, ladies, until you start to heal first. You influence that household 85% of the time, every single day. Once you start healing, if you have any unhealed trauma, baggage, sexual abuse, domestic violence, whatever it is, I don't know what it is. Somebody has left you, abandonment issues, whatever it is. There's always help out there for you, even if it's not me, the coach that you want to assist you with the situation. There's other coaches out here who can, of course, help you with this situation. I just don't want to, well, I know I can say I don't want to keep seeing y'all ruin these households intentionally and unintentionally, but we have to do something about that. When you realize that you're tearing the family apart, then you need to get the help. Reach out to somebody for help to assist you in this situation. Like I said, that's what I'm here for as well. To help mend the families as best as I can, put them back together. And like I said, I'm speaking for my black folks as well, mainly. Because I know that's who I identify with, and that's who I've seen in these situations. I'm sure other races, I'm sure it happens to as well. I don't know those stats. I don't know what's going on in those households. But I know what's going on in the black families' households. And this has been tearing our families apart for years. And we have got to stop this. I've even seen women go so far as to call the police on their partner, making them look like they've been hit and abused and all these kind of things, when that man has done nothing to them. But probably howl and yell, yes. I've seen that with my own eyes, actually. Even though I tried to stop her, but didn't stop. The police locked them up, whatever. Nothing I can do about it. When she sat there and lied about the whole situation altogether. When it was her damn fault and the shit that she did. Anybody's going to be upset with the situation. You can't expect somebody, you cheating on somebody, or you using somebody, or you stole somebody's money, went and bought shoes, or whatever the case may be, and you don't expect somebody to be upset about that? How dare you? But then you want to call the police and get these men in trouble for no reason. No one's going to fuck up their life. Police don't give a fuck about black men already. They'll kill them if they feel like they're getting irate, all talking all loud or anything. You should fucking know that and not even want that to happen. That could be your son in 20, 30 years when your son grows up to date some woman. How you going to feel when that happens to him? That's what we fail to realize. Ladies, we have to understand that we're the ones who pass, not just we, but the men will help as well. But we have so much say-so in that household. We are creating legacies for our children to, of course, live out their next generation in. And their livelihoods in. What are you trying to teach your children when it comes to this? If you're doing all these things, using your kids for pawns and doing all this stuff and trying to get over on these men, doing all this crazy ass stuff, how do you think what do you think your children see every single day? They ain't gonna fall. The apple does not fall far from the tree. You're gonna have this situation repeating, wonder why they're doing the same shit 20 years from now. And it's gonna be your fault. Because you didn't stop that cycle when you knew that you were doing this to these people. To the kids and to your partner. Or baby's daddy, whoever you want to call them. Like I said, we have to stop that. Ladies. For those out there who are doing these things, I guess I put it that way. I've met a lot of course, in the field of social work. Clients, I've met friends of the family in environments I was growing up in. All types of things. I've seen this happen a lot since since I was a kid. I didn't realize like the terms and what was going on back as a kid. But as I gotten older, become a teenager, I'm like, okay, this is why she was doing that. And she intentionally did this to this man. I've seen this happen since I was a youth. And that really makes no sense. It's turned our black families apart. And like I said, I know it's just not our black families. It's turned families in general apart. I can only speak on the black ones. But I know it's turned other families apart as well. And at what point, ladies, if you're getting offended with this video, what I'm saying in this video, at what point are you going to start healing yourself enough to start healing your household in these situations? You have that power to do so. These kids are looking up to you. These kids, especially if they're younger, they have no idea what's going on. All they believe is that their mommy said this about their daddy, and they're going to believe that until they get old enough to understand that their mommy lied, and they're going to be mad and pissed off at you, calling you all kind of names, and not even want to talk to you no more because you lied to them about their own goddamn parent. Because you was upset and not healed. Because you was upset the person didn't want to be with you anymore. Or you was upset because you were going to lose the money that the person was giving you, so you didn't want to give them custody, even though that was the better parent. I've seen this happen many, many times again. And like I said, we have to do better, y'all. And I know some men out there are probably like, oh my God, you saying this on a video about the women? Because usually all you hear about is the men, people dogging the men out. I'm not trying to dog the ladies out. I'm trying to bring some to your eyes to let you know if you're doing this shit has to stop. You are tearing up our households. Then you wonder why we got kids out here killing every fucking body and shooting up the stores and all this kind of stuff. Look what the hell you have created inside that house. You have 85%, probably more, of the influential power inside your household, ladies. If your kids out here doing all these things, that's your fault. You raised that. You can't say that you didn't because you raised that. Whatever you did in that household that wasn't conducive to that child growing up with either both parents or a better parent or whichever they are a healed parent. You can't continue to live your life unhealed and expect for your kids to be okay. And some of them don't. I've talked to parents who don't even care and don't even want to see anything better for their kids. I've talked to parents like that, believe it or not. They ain't gonna never have nothing, no way. I ain't have nothing, so they ain't gonna have nothing. Truth. That's the mindset of some women I've talked to. And that's a damn shame. Not even giving these kids a chance to even thrive and live in the world because you didn't get off your ass to do it. Like I said, that's why I'm here as a life coach, to teach our women the basics. This is something that's basic and don't even have to be done, y'all. To turn up the family to do what? Because you mad because he won't fuck you anymore? Are you mad because you don't want to give him part of the child support back, or the funds that he's giving you, or the state's giving you for these kids? And you know that he deserves to see his kids, and he's probably a better parent, and they can take care of these kids and give them a lot better life than you can. There's nothing wrong with that. But you have to admit where you're wrong at, ladies. Until you start admitting where you're wrong at, admitting that you messed up somewhere along the lines, the household will not heal, ladies. I don't know if y'all understand that. I'm going to be harping on this all week. This is what you're going to get out of me all damn week. So this is some basic stuff that we have to go back to in order for you to understand how much influence you got in this household and how much everybody's listening to you and going off what you're feeding them. When it comes to literally food and when it comes to the mental food as well. You have to understand that you control all those things. Yes, but if there's a male there, a partner there, he controls some of that as well, but you're the one who has the most influence. Now, it took me 45 and a half years to realize that on myself. That we have the most influence within the household. Buying power, the power of raising the kids, all those types of things as well. We have the power within the household. And once you start realizing that and realizing that nothing moves until you heal, especially if you're one who is suffering from a lot of trauma, dramas, sexual abuse. I've been there as well. I've been sexually abused back when I was under about 3, 4, or 5 years old. I had to heal from that as well. See, my father whipped my mother's ass almost damn near every day. I had to heal from that as well. I did that shit on video a few years ago. And it should all be on YouTube. Or some of it should all be on Facebook. Well, whatever videos Facebook will allow me to get, I put them on YouTube. But we have to understand that once we start healing our mindset, the traumas and the dramas that we've been through, then that household and the people around us can start healing. We're not just tearing apart our household and our kids and their other parent. We're tearing apart the families that's connected with that as well. You have a mother's side and you have a father's side of the family. You don't realize that you're just tearing apart those families as well. People need a support system. If your kids are out here trying to start businesses, do all these things, and all they got is you and maybe a few people that you haven't messed up the relationship with to talk to, how the hell they gonna get some support to start their business when they need family first? It takes a village to raise a child. And when you've pushed everybody away and dogged everybody out and all this kind of stuff, but you expect but your child grows up trying to, of course, live a life, and they don't understand why one side of the family fucking hates them and don't even want to deal with them. But they keep reaching out because I have done that in my own damn family, to me actually. Trying to reach out to other family members, trying to see what's going on, and nobody wants to stay in touch with you, nobody wants to talk to you. You are ruining relationships across the board. Not just the household, but the family and the community, well, whoever's connected with your family as well. There's one thing you have to realize, ladies. That's why I speak so much about healing the mindset, trying to, of course, heal all the traumas and the dramas that we have to make sure that we can, of course, the lives that we touch, that we can, of course, deal with those lives and raise those lives right. Instead of raising those lives through our trauma and our hurt and our pain. I'm tired of seeing that. I was raised that way. I'm tired of seeing that, y'all. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and get off here because I know I can talk about this all day. But like I said, at some point, we have to realize that nothing moves until us women start to heal, y'all, within these households. So with that, I want to say thank y'all for tuning in. And Abigail, I didn't even know that. I didn't even see you on here. Good morning. Thank you for tuning in as well. I'm actually going ahead and getting off here because I'm actually at work now. But definitely thank you for tuning in. Again, this is Tonetta, your certified life coach, here to inspire you to think bigger and to empower you to become who you are. So with that, I want to say good day to you all. I know this video may not have been something that some women out there may have wanted to hear. I don't care. But like I said, at some point, we have to realize that if we're trying to have some better households and keep our families, especially our black families, together, we have to start healing this stuff, y'all. If not, it's going to consistently, for generations to come, be a broken family and be torn. So with that, I want to say again, thank you. I do want to let you know that I do have a free ebook for y'all. I'll put that link in the description somewhere, or in the link in the bio, whichever place you're looking at this at, to make sure that you download that and get started on your 7 key foundational areas to help you start this process, ladies. That ebook is free. You can go ahead and get that process started today. It takes probably like 15, 20 minutes to read, for you to start getting yourself together, to start impacting your households in a more positive way. So with that, y'all take care and have a good one.